Good morning, everybody. Let's see what today's going to bring, shall we? About to be a whole lot of card pickup. No thank you. Two of Pentacles. Alright, guys. There are things about the twos we need to remember. A lot of times it's about making a decision, and sometimes it's about bringing in balance. And I always tell people when it comes to the Two of Pentacles, this is two things that are oftentimes put at odds with one another that don't necessarily need to be placed at odds with one another. The first thing I will tell you is think of the Pentacles as your finances and your spiritual self. Now, you absolutely 100% can live without one or the other for a certain amount of time. And the reason I say this is because it's true. For periods of time, you may find it necessary to focus on your finances, and you may neglect your spiritual self in the name of keeping yourself in house, in food, the necessities of existence today. And there are times that you may find that you need to focus a lot on your spiritual self, on those things that are intangible but necessary. They make us feel connected, and that is also important. And most people with the Two of Pentacles tend towards that separation. I can have one or I can have the other. And the reality is that you don't have to have one or the other. Having one or the other puts you in some interesting places, and it's not necessary. Generally, when I'm seeing this is find a way to bring them together, mesh them together a little bit better. And you may find that your life is a little bit easier to bear. Because if your spiritual self is well nurtured, then you tend to look at life a little differently. That the hardships aren't as hard as we think they are, or as hard as we've made them out to be, or as hard as somebody else has made them out to be. And if we focus also a little bit more on our financial well-being, did we put enough money aside in savings today? Did we make smart food choices to keep our food bills low but our nutritional values up? Did we make sure that everything was accounted for when we were paying things? You might find that, hey, I have more than I thought I did, and now I can go do something else with it, or I can continue to save it. I can invest. So smart decisions do not separate these two things so much as find a way for them to make them work in tandem. So, and it's not always necessarily your spiritual and your financial selves, but that is the most common situation where people are having a decision factor and they can't decide which way to go. You don't need to neglect either of them so much as make them work together. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.